Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So, without further ado, I want to get into this lesson real quick. The Spirit jumped on me to put this together because I know someone who, basically they're going through it right now, you know what I'm saying? And they're in the truth. And, the Spirit hopped on me to pull these precepts, and I was like, man, it was giving me chills, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? This is really these type of scriptures are good scriptures to lean back onto when you feel like you're being tried, man. All right. And you feel like, the Lord will try you, man. Okay. So I'm just going to get straight into it. All right. And when the Lord is trying your faith, it's easy to let them demons just be like, nah, man. Nah, you don't believe. Nah, the Lord ain't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is dealing with you. Okay. Because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be trying you, man. Okay. Let me start off with this. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, starting at verse 12. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Right, man. Don't think it's strange that you're being tried, man. Okay? Don't think it's strange, because this is normal. All right? The Most High is going to prove you, just like how he proved our people back in the wilderness, man. Okay? Verse 13, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, right? That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy, right, man? Because we have that hope and that assurance and that faith that we made it, man. Okay. Let's go get this real quick. This is Acts chapter 5 and verse 41. Actually, I'll start at verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. Right, man. Okay? And that's what these niggas try to do, man. They try to fight against the Most High when they try to come up against us. Didn't Yahushua say, he that receiveth you, receiveth him that sent me? Okay? Verse 40. And to him they agreed, and when they had called on the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go. So the apostles went through sufferings, man. They got beat up, okay, just because they were preaching Yahushua. Verse 41. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And that's exactly what I said, man. Okay? The Most High is dealing with you. If you're going through sufferings, if your faith is being tried, the Most High is dealing with you, man. He's seeing if you really worthy. Okay? And that's the thing, man. It's perfectly fine when the Most High tries you, man. Okay? Because that just goes to show you that he's dealing with you. And doesn't the scripture say that he chastises us so that we don't get condemned with the rest of the world? I believe that's in Hebrews. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Oh man, it's a lot. Oh shoot, man. Okay, Salakia, let me go ahead and find it real quick. Salakia. But yeah. Oh man. But that's the thing, man. It's scripture say that the Most High chastises those whom He loves, man. Okay. And if it says if you are or not, matter of fact, here we go to Wadi How by Shemel Shai. Hebrews chapter 12, and I'll start at verse 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Okay? Right, man. Don't despise when the Most High putting you through that fire and He's beating you down, man. Okay? For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom He receiveth. Okay? If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. Okay? Right, man. So that means that He's looking out for you, man. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, that ye are bastards and not sons. And what does it say in Deuteronomy, the 23rd chapter, the second verse? It says, a bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord, man. Okay? So you don't want to be a bastard. All right, verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Right, man. If your parents beat your ass, you respect them for it. A little bit like down the road, you're like, okay, you know what? I'm grateful that my mom beat my ass. I'm grateful that my pops, put his hands on me. You know, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Right, man. Because if you let the Most High beat your ass, then He's preparing you not to go off again, so to speak, or to be aware and mindful of what you're doing, so that you don't kill you, man. Okay, because ultimately, when you're overly wicked, the Most High just kill you, man. Okay, you just take your spirit from you, man. And you could also be very righteous where the Most High translates you. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance at the end of the day. All right. Verse 10. For they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but He for our profit, that we might be partakers of His holiness. Right, man. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Okay? Right, man. And that's the point on there. You will feel low and sorrowful. All right. You will feel like your faith is being tried, but find the comfort in the scriptures. And that was a comforting scripture right there, man. Okay. Back to Acts chapter 5. Acts chapter 5, verse 41. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for His name. And daily in the temple and in every house they cease not to teach and preach Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Right, man. Okay. And they didn't faint, man. We can't faint in this. We can't faint in this truth, man. Okay. We cannot faint, man. Let me try to find a quick scripture real quick, because I had this. All right. Second Corinthians chapter 4, starting at verse 1. And I'm gonna skip around. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at verse 1. It says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, right, which is this truth, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Right, man. We don't give up. You keep pushing. Okay. If you are faint, that means you're tired, man. All right. But if we faint not, that means we don't get tired. We don't give up, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High. Okay. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Right, man. If you can't receive this thing, it's because you're lost. Okay. In whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Right. And the God of this world is Satan, man. Okay. And who is the physical counterpart of Satan? All right. Esau, man. Okay. Esau is the God of this world, so to speak, as of right now. What didn't it say? Don't the scripture say the earth is given to the hand of the wicked? And you can ask anybody, they'll tell you it's a white man's world. Okay? For we preach not ourselves, but Hamashiach Yahushai the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Yahushai's sake. Okay? For the most high who commanded this light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts to give the light of knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of Yahushua Mashiach. All right. Verse 7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels. Right, man. We got Yahushua in our earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us. We are troubled on every side. Here we go. The trial of your faith, man. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Right, man. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua. Right. We kill our flesh daily, man. Okay. We crucify our deeds of the flesh, man. Okay. It says that the life of Yahushua might be made manifest in our body. Right. And that reminds me of that First Peter, the 4th chapter, man. All right. Let me get it real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get this real quick in First Peter. It's First Peter chapter 4. And I'll read it all the way down. First Peter chapter 4, starting from the top. For as much then as Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Right, we were in a heathen mindset, okay? When we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. Right, man. Like you're celebrating your birthday. That's an abominable idolatry, man. Celebrating Christmas or whatever, man. If it's not a high holy day of the scriptures, that's abominable idolatry. Okay? Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Right, man. People are going to persecute you because you're not wicked like them. All right. If you were of the world will love his own, man. All right. But you are not of the world, therefore the world hated you. Okay. It says, who shall give an account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? Right, man. Okay. Who's going to do that? The men of the Lord. You know. That's your pop book right there, First Peter, the 4th chapter. Okay. Now, verse 12, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 12. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. Right, man. Okay. We mortify the deeds of the flesh and we renew our mind through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Okay. Verse 16, I'm going to skip down to verse 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man renewed day by day. Right, man. So our flesh perishes, but our inward man, our spirit is renewed day by day, man. Okay. Verse 17, for our light affliction. So the Apostle Paul said that the stuff that we're going through right now is light affliction. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. Right, man? The spiritual things. For the things which are seen are temporal. Right? Everything you see around you is going to burn, man. Okay? But the things which are not seen are eternal, and that's the kingdom of heaven, man, which will be on earth, man. Okay? We can't see it right now. We can't physically see it right now, man. But we see it in the spirit, man. We look for the things that are not seen, man. All right, we can't see Yahweh Bashem Yahushai right now, standing in their presence. Brothers may get a dream or some, which is your paw, but we look at the things that are not seen, man. Okay, and what did Yahushai say, man? he was telling Thomas, man, blessed are they who don't see but yet believe, man. Okay. Don't be a doubting Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Right, man? Because this truth is going to get hard, but in due season we're going to reap the benefits of it if we don't faint, man. If we keep pushing, okay? And that's what you have to do. The elect has to catch hell on this side, man. We have to suffer, all right? We're soldiers for Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Okay, let me get this real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. Oh, Salakia. 2 Timothy chapter 2, starting at verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So you got to endure hardness, man. Okay? It might get hard in this truth. Verse 4. When you got the martial law troops kicking in your door and stuff like that, that's a real test of your faith, man. Okay? When they got your head in the guillotine telling you to take the chip or they're gonna chop your head off, that's a real test of faith, man. That's a real test of faith. Okay? But you need to be in the spirit where you be like, all right, do it. Chop it off. You know what I'm saying? That should be the spirit you're in, man. For our light affliction, but for a moment, okay, is nothing compared to the glory, man, that the Lord is going to reveal in us, man. Okay. Verse 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Right, man. Okay. So you can't come into this truth and look back, man, worried about the affairs of this life. Okay. You got to worry about the affairs of the truth, man. Okay. Don't pick up the plow and put it down, man, because you ain't gonna make it like that, man. All right. You better pray that the Lord keeps the spirit on you. You know, and that's why we got to be humble in this thing, because the Lord could take away your spirit and give it to someone else. This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 20. Actually, let's start at verse 19. Slack verse 20. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when ye do well and suffer for it, and ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with the Most High. Come on, man. For even hereunto were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. Okay? That's a point right there, man. Yahweh Shai was crucified, man. Okay, and we're spiritually being crucified. You know, because we're suffering in this flesh, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, starting from the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So times of trouble will come, man. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man. Okay? And make not haste in the time of trouble. Right, man. Oh shit, what we gonna do? Nah, man. Trust in the Lord. Period. Okay? Regardless. Okay? Especially for the things that you just can't control. Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Right, in Sirach 25, it tells you faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Okay? So you need to cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Shai. Meaning what? Have faith, man. All right, Sirach 25 and 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Khan. Okay? Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So whatever it is brought upon you, take cheerfully. and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Right, man. All right, beloved, think it not strange the fiery trial concerning thee, man. Okay, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right, man. Okay, and the elect are gonna be tried as gold in the fire. Okay, didn't the Lord say, "I'll make a man more fine than the golden wedge of Ophir"? All right, believe in Him, and He will help thee order thy way aright, and trust in Him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Right, man? Hope for it. And that's a part of having faith. Okay? Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Khan, man. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. Verse 12. Woe be to the fearful heart. So you that lack faith, and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe to him that is faint hearted, right? For he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Right, man? You lost faith. You ain't gonna be defended. Yahweh Shem Yahshua ain't gonna defend you, man. Woe unto you that have lost patience. What will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Right, man, because you gotta endure. Okay? You gotta endure. You know, Lord willing, Yahushua comes back this year, but he might not come back this year, man. So what? You gonna lose patience? Hell no. Okay. Hey, man, Lord willing, Yahushua comes back next month. Okay. But hey, really, Lord willing, Yahushua comes back right now. That's the type of spirit we need to be in. But we understand the prophecy's got to be fulfilled. Okay. But it says, "Woe to you that lost patience, man." Okay. Verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. Right, because if you love the Most High, you keep the commandments to the best of your ability. Right? And that's what it means. You're going to be filled with the law. Okay? This is Romans chapter 8. And I'll start at Romans chapter 8, and I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse. Man. God, man, this is your paw. Okay. God, this is Romans chapter 8. I'll start at verse 17. And if I'll start at verse 16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, right? And if the children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua HaMashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, right? If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. Khan. Okay, we're gonna have to suffer on this side, man. But it's not compared to the glory that'll be revealed in us. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Right. So we might just go through a gruesome death. All right. In the sight of the unwise. It says, verse 3. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace, man. Okay. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immorality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. Okay? And now this is a part of the glory. This is a part of the glory. Verse 7. In the time of their visitation, right? When we get them new bodies, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall, and Esau is that stubble, man. Esau is that stubble. It doesn't say that the house of Salaki. It's in the book of Obadiah. You get it real quick, man. All right. Esau is that stubble, man. Okay. Salak, Obadiah. Let me try to find it. Sometimes, it'd be hard to find Obadiah because it's literally one chapter. Just means I need to get sharper. Obadiah chapter 1, and I'll start at God, man. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. That reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Khan, man. That cup of the Lord's wrath, that's what they're going to be drinking. Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Yeah, we're going to rob you niggas in righteousness, man. Okay? Take back what is rightfully ours. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. Okay, man. Okay? You Edomites are going to be exterminated, man. After you serve your time in prison, you're going to be exterminated, man. Okay? Man, that's your pa. Okay? Salakia. I'm going to go back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 7. And in the time of their visitation, right, when we come back with Yahweh Shai and the angels, okay, what did Yahweh Shai say? I will not meet thee as a man. And when it says that we're going to get gathered unto the clouds, man, and we're going to get changed in the twinkling of a moment, okay? So that's what all this suffering is for, man, to prove us worthy of being the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, man. You got to look at the bigger picture, okay? It says, and in the time of their visitation, it's like a badass kid. Like the kid starts off bad as hell, but then he grows up to be so-called successful, man. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So it's the same thing in this truth, man. We used to be badass children, man, fulfilling the lust of the Gentiles, man, or the will of the Gentiles, like it says in 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. Doing all these wicked shit, celebrating our birthdays, eating pork, eating shrimp, eating crab, eating lobster, eating all that nasty shit, smoking weed, okay, committing adultery, all that, man. But now we're living to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Okay, so we were once badass children, and now, Lord willing, we are of the men of the elect. Okay. Verse 8, they shall judge the nations. Matter of fact, Salakia, Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 7. In the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. And that's talking about Yahushua, man. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he careth for his elect. Okay? Yup. Yeah, man. Okay. See if I get another one. That was your pa, man. All right. That was your pa. Let me write something down real quick, Salakia. All right, because that also goes, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, and verse 8 also goes to Revelation, chapter 2 and 26, where it talks about how we're going to rule the nations with a rod of iron, man. Okay? Meaning we're gonna literally beat you people down, man. We're gonna beat these slaves down, man, that we inherit. Okay. Man, it's gonna be beautiful, man. Again, it's gonna be beautiful, man. Our kingdom is gonna be beautiful. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can get another one real quick. Second Ezra's chapter 7. Hey, God. Second Ezra chapter 7, starting at verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and is set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. Right. And that city is the kingdom. Okay. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Right. That's basically talking about your afflictions. Okay. And fire and water are purification are used for purification reasons. Okay. So the Lord is purifying us, man. And one only path between them, both even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. And that's that narrow and straight gate, man. Okay. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, the Israelites, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, which is these trials and tribulations, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Right. And that's why we're catching hell on this side. Verse 12. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. That's that trials and tribulations, man. Okay. Verse 13. For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure and brought immortal fruit. Right, man. Back when the Lord first set us up in our right order, man. Okay. But if it says, if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. Right, man. These straight and vain things. When you go into that word straight, it means like troubles, and vain, right? It's vain because it'll pass away, man. It says our light affliction is but for a moment. When you only have something for a moment, it's vain. Okay, it's pretty much vain. All right. Verse 15. Now, therefore, why disquietest thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal? Right. Why are you so upset, basically? Verse 16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come? What did the Apostle Paul say? We don't look at the things that are seen, but the things that are unseen, man. Okay, and this is what the angel's saying. Why aren't you looking at the things that are to come, man? Why aren't you looking at the bigger picture, man? All right. Verse 16. Why hast thou considered in thy mind this thing that is to come rather than that which is present? Okay. That's the point on that right there, man. All right. We don't look at the things that are seen, man. We look at the things that are unseen. Matter of fact, let me see if I can grab that real quick. Man, that's heavy. Okay, and that's 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 18. All right. So you got to look at the bigger picture, man. You know, sometimes Babylon will get the best of you and you'll be sorrowful, but hey, that's how it is in prison, man. Because we're in prison right now. We're in prison. Okay. Back to Romans. Let me see if I can grab this real quick. Salak, I need to charge my laptop. Satan ain't gonna take no chances, man. The devil probably gonna try to shut my shit off. So, gotta slack you. All right. Let me get this real quick. I'm gonna go to the book of Baruch. It's in the Apocrypha. All right, Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 29. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. Thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Then Yahushua say he gives us the power to tread upon serpents. And that's exactly what Esau is, man. He's a serpent. We're going to tread upon his neck. Okay? My delicate ones have gone rough ways. Right. Okay? This is poetic. This is basically poetic, man. All right? It says his delicate ones have gone rough ways. Talking about you Israelites, you've been going through a lot of shit. And were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Right? You suffered. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Right, the Most High is not going to forget us, man. For as it was in your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Right, man, when you come back to the truth, seek him 10 times more. You know, that should be the mentality. Verse 29, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. All right? Right, man. Romans chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Right. Okay. The earnest expectation. Right. We trying to get them new bodies, man. We trying to get about this place. You know, for the creature was made subject to vanity. Right. You know, us right now, we're made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Right. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. Right, man. We are those fallen angels. And how are we fallen? Because we were once we were the sons, we are, and we still are, you know, we are the sons of God. Didn't it says in Psalms 82:6, I have said ye are gods, you know, and ye are all children of the Most High, but ye shall fall like the princes, okay, and die like men. All right, because we are the fallen angels, man. And how are we locked up in them chains of darkness? Through these damn corruptible bodies, man. Okay. Verse 21, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Right, man? The whole planet Earth, man. You know, even Earth is like, God damn, man, the trees are crying, man. You know what I'm saying? It says the whole creation groaneth, man. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, the elect as well. Even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to wit the redemption of our body. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? Right, man. Okay. And what does it say? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. Come on, man. Right? Be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And we're hoping to get beamed up, man. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth with our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High. Right? And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Okay? For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be comforted to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn against many brethren. Whoo! The first fruits of the kingdom, man. Moreover, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. Right, man, because all the elect went off at one point in their life, man. And whom he justified, them he also gloried. What shall we say then to these things? If it be for us, who can be, if the Most High be for us, who can be against us, man? And that's a rhetorical question. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifies, right, man? You can't try a man of the Lord, of the elect. You can't judge him, because the Most High justify him, man. Okay? You know, who is he that condemneth, right? It is Hamashiach that died, rather that is risen again, right? Because Yahushua is in the spiritual realm right now, sitting on the right hand side of the Most High, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also maketh intercession for us, right? He does, man. Yahushua does make intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. All right? Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. And him that loved us is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because we love them. We love them, man. All right, because they gave us the spirit to love them, really. Because they loved us, man. Okay? You see how that goes, man? Verse 38. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai, our Lord. Khan, man. And that's that on that, man. All right? That's that on that, man. Okay? We get this comfort from the scriptures, man. Okay? So when you're feeling low, you're feeling tried, man, get your comfort from the scriptures, man. Okay? Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Fast, you know. This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime, all right, were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right. Right, man. All right. We're patiently waiting for our Lord to come back. You know, we complain, but we're still patiently waiting. You know, we don't really got any other choice, because he's gonna come back when the Most High seems fit. Okay. You gotta stay on point in this truth, man. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 15, starting at verse 8. It says, wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they have received from heaven, right? And now to expect the victory and aid which shall come unto them from the Almighty. And so comforting them out of the law being the Bible, okay, and the prophets, and withal putting them in mind of the battles that they won afore, he made them more cheerful. Right, man. He used the scriptures to find comfort, man. And that's what you need to do as well, man. Use the scriptures to find comfort, man. Okay, when you feel like life hates your guts, that's because you're being tried, man. Okay. So with that, man, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. that rule well. Peace and blessing to thee like Israel. Shalom.